Banner Saga 2. So where did we leave off last time? Last time we had to fight Eyeless a second time. We defeated her, finally, but we left her alive. We had the option to try to charge toward the dredge that were trying to rescue her and kill them, but they looked a little tough for us, so we left her alive. We then rejoined Alette, right? Where there was a few fights. She fought off two slingers by herself, and then there was another pretty protracted fight I can't remember the nature of, but I'll probably remember it as we get in there. Anyway, those of you watching on YouTube, thanks for catching up. Those of you in the chat, thanks for joining me. We're playing Banner Saga 2, and I don't know how much more of the game we have left to go. Feels like we're approaching an end game, but every time I say I think we'll finish it sometime soon, I end up being wrong. So I will abstain from saying such this time. Right, the Field Gate Bridge. We're almost to Arborong, I think. The caravan slows at the site of the Field Gate Bridge. In front of it is a large army of horseborn. That's right, we went through this bit here. But apparently it didn't retain this before we quit, so I'll just skip right through it. Because we're gonna fight some horseborn, we gotta put together our party. Ogre, of course. Hakon, of course. Think you want horseborn against horseborn? Probably. Gotta remind myself what they do. Hit and run, of course we know about that. Mule kick. Poison tipped. Yeah, that could be useful. Free roam. I like that. I don't know if I've used. I think I've only used Deirdre once. So let's try to use her again. I think we'll go like that. I may wish we had Trigvi or Odleaf or Nid before this fight's over, but let's see how it goes. Who needs? You need, Deirdre. I'd rather you just have +2 strength than 20% chance to do critical damage. On account of I don't want you surprising me by killing somebody I'm not expecting you to kill. Alright, let's give this a shot, shall we? Oh boy. Fight on a cracked bridge. This is the second time we've had to fight on a cracked bridge. Once against Eyeless, now against some pretty gnarly looking horseborn. We got Javelineer, Teulu, Well, they're gonna have pretty good range on these guys are. I mean, range of motion. Actually. I want you right in the middle, Mogre. No. There's these holes in the bridge. You're not going to be able to walk over the holes in the bridge. Let's plan for that. Hack on there. Let's put Skathak there. Deirdre. You're going to go there. Alette. Cracked bridges never bring anything good. I agree with you. Alette, you're going to go there. Gunnulf. don't think you can get over the bridge there, can you? It looks like Deirdre's going to be blocked by this hole. So we need to put you there for now. We've got more of ours back there. Beautiful scenery. More of theirs back there. This might be a hell of a fight. I wonder if there are going to be more enemies coming in as we fight them. That's happened before. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yeah, see, they can reach us already. But he doesn't go till later. Your Javelineers go first. Wonder how far they can throw. Let's go there. You learn we are strong. Okay. Hakon could get a kill in right now. Given his low armor, I'm a little nervous about that. But then, his armor is still better than any of their strength. They could use exertion to do damage over his armor, but not much. I think maybe I'll take this. Take the kill. She's gonna hit him with a javelin. 1 point of strength damage. That's fine, and like I thought, this area of the bridge is not wide enough for Gunnulf to pass, so I didn't make a mistake bringing him over there. Just go there for now, dude. Oh, see? What's your range? Poison tip. Not far enough. Same range for both attacks. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of armor gone. Alright, Alette. You cannot get to anybody, can you? It's going to be really hard to make use of Gunnulf. Maybe I should have thought about, if they were saying cracked bridge, maybe I should have thought about the fact that there'd be holes in the bridge and brought a smaller hero. As it is, it's going to be really hard to make use of him. Overwatch. Don't want anybody's going. Ah, very good. Somebody did come into range. Ah, very nice. Skipping turn. Oh, he was stunned, wasn't he? Okay, Hakon can get another kill. I think I'm going to go for it again. The problem, though, is that then he's blocking Mogur's advance. Even if I got him there, he'd be blocking Mogur. If I move Hakon over here to kill this person, Hakon's going to take a lot of damage this next round. Problem is, unless I actually move him back here, he's going to take a lot of damage either way. So maybe move him and take this kill now before he gets knocked the fuck out. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, see, it starts. Alright, dude, it's gonna be a long time before you get to join the fight. Get there. It's going to take you a lot of exertion, but you can do that. What the hell? Do all of it. They keep retreating, too. Huh. Curse of the Bridges. Yeah, I know. Let's do this. Bring you there. Take out some armor. Oh, heck on. That's okay. At least opens up a pathway, huh? Even though Golof's not going to be able to get anywhere to be useful. Resisted. Very nice. Just it again. Awesome, dude. Ah. Hang on, what's your range on trample? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can go there. Nice. Awesome, dude. Move over there. There. Don't know if that was the right way to go or not. Poison tip again, huh? Could kill her, that would bump her up. She can get to... She can't get to Mogre, but she can... Oh, she can get to Mogre. She can get to Mogre or to Gunolf. Monochromium! Hi, dude, welcome. If that bridge were bigger, I'd warn you to look out for Gilgamesh. Fortunately, we are not in the Epic of Gilgamesh. I'm trying to think what I should do with poor Deirdre here. Kill her outright? Poison somebody? Hang on a second. Strength damage plus... Okay. So this will kill her on her next turn. Cool. There she goes. I'm doing well, Monochromium. Thanks for asking. Hmm. Let's do that so that she dies on her next turn. Oh, Final Fantasy? Ah, I see. Oh, damn, all we had to do was kill that lady. Okay. Nice. Well, that's good, I guess? Damn, Hakon got an injury, though. Yes, we were in the middle of a bridge battle. Were, yes. A slight, cream-colored horseborn with flaxen hair steps out of the ranks of the wounded. Her blue war paint stands out against her otherwise yellow coloration. The remaining horseborn show deference to her. I think we're going to get an answer here as to why the horseborn are acting all strange, why that one time we approached that one town, whose name I cannot remember, they were horseborn attacking, and it wasn't Skathik, it was the other dude, and the girl tore off after them and went off and fought them on their own. It was strange. She says a few things in the foreign tongue of her people, but stops when she sees you do not understand. Forgiveness, she says fluently. I speak to you. You have my weapon. Well, we just kicked her ass and now she's... Oh. Cool. Canary. Canary is her name. She says, sorry for fight, not know it you. She speaks your language with confidence. It says, what do you mean? And who are you? Canary says, I lead herd. I am... The next word is long, shrill, and confusing, but certain sounds stand out. That says, canary? Canary smiles and stomps the ground rhythmically with a hoof. Canary says, that easy. Canary. Yes. And you? That says, my name is Alette. You could now kill her. Publican. Yeah, maybe an ally. It seems that way. I don't know why we had to kick her ass to make her an ally, though. Canary says, good greetings. Our stories tell of stranger who come help us. You two legs that walk along four. My kind with you already. She points to the horseborn in your ranks. That doesn't make me the stranger in your stories. How am I supposed to help you? You attacked us, I should kill you. Let's not challenge right away. This lady seems very pleased to see us. She offered us her weapon in surrender, so... Alette looks very unsure of herself. That doesn't make me the stranger in your stories. I don't know what that means. But let's say it anyway, because it seems the least confrontational. Canary says, you need not believe. We believe. We follow you and join your herd. Alette says, why? She issues a slew of sounds in her native language before translating. Canary says, when sun stops and plains break, a god appears. Follow two legs that walk along four. This, our story, we hold true. You see these things. Alette says, the sun has stopped and I've seen the ground breaking, but what god are you talking about? Canary says, large snake, not from this plane. Plane, like meadow? Or plane meaning plane of existence? That's not how it's spelled, if that's what she means. The serpent, it certainly could be a god. Canary says, you have seen the god too. You know these signs. You lead us, we follow. Canary looks at you with a steady gaze instead of the constant movement you experience with Deirdre. Yes, let's warn her. Not in a kind of dangerous way, but just like a, hey, heads up. Not everybody likes horseborn or trusts them. Serpents. Jormungandr? Is Jormungandr the serpent that sits at the base of the tree of Yggdrasil and consumes its roots? Maybe approve your strength to me type dealy. Yeah, possibly. Sure seemed like she was pissed off at us for whatever reason. Ah, good. I'm more familiar with my Norse mythology than I thought. Certainly kind of seems like it, though, doesn't it, Frankie? I mean, it's obviously based on Norse mythology. Not perfectly one-to-one, but the fact that this is kind of a Ragnarok scenario. The gods are dead, the world's being destroyed. There's a giant serpent that's consuming everything. Or trying to, anyway. Wonder that not everyone likes Horseborn. If there was a giant wolf that was being set loose, we'd know pretty much for sure. It's like 1-to-1. But instead there's this black orb, like the Nothing from the Neverending Story, that's just kind of taking over. Well, it says, most of the Horseborn we've met have caused us harm, including you. Many of my people won't want to be near your people. Canary says, not today, but different day. Herds fight, but forget. Well, it says, humans remember things a long time. Varl, even longer. Canary says, herd believes leader. We follow you. Herd. Grow strong. She bows again, motions to her people, and all the Horseborn join your ranks at a respectful distance. All right. Don't know how we're going to feed all these horses, but cool, I guess. Climbing into the foothills of, or just the hills. Could this be
They say the moon and stars are
Arberong?
always visible when you look at Lauga's godstone.
Nope. It's
How can that
Lauga's
be true?
Godstone. I do always like seeing the Godstones, though. This is a welcome break. Any guesses on what she was the god of? Before we get to it? These look like the stars you see when you use willpower. Something oceanish, I'm guessing. Fertility? Yeah, maybe. Oh, the moon. Okay. The moon, her spirit. The stars, her eyes. They did say moon and stars, didn't they? It's Nerevar! She's Nerevar, reincarnated. Stars. You were right on, Sierra. The moon, her spirit, the stars, her eyes, Alio says, plucking a few strings of his instrument. Lauga, the god of beauty and of, well, things that happen in the night. The Skald smiles. The gods may be dead, but my wife still prays to Lauga. I'm thankful for her piety. So she's the goddess of the moon and stars and sex. Fertility. So Monochromium and Ciara were most closely right. The Skald is not the only one smiling. A quick look around reveals grins throughout the cavern. I see why Arberong has grown so quickly over the years, you say. The Skald laughs. Uh-oh. Sounds like everybody's in the mood for love. A truth spoken in front of Lauga's stone is supposed to ripple through the night, either strengthening a lover's resolve or carrying away undesired affection. Aleo skips away to find his wife. The sight of so many of your people showing each other affection warms you. You recall Gil, the boy from your village of Skogar. Oh yeah, poor Gil. He didn't make it very far. Sleep and reading, yes. She's probably the goddess of that as well. From your village of Skogar, who tried so hard each day to impress you. You wonder if there will ever be another. Aww. She's lonely, Alette. She does kind of have that knowing look in her eyes, doesn't she? Is it a universal thing that fertility goddesses are all goddesses? Morale improved. I hope so. I don't know that it's universal, but every mythology I've ever heard of, the goddess of fertility is always a goddess, not a god.
Finally, we
Oh
made
boy.
it. But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
They're camped outside the walls? The fools! Wind ripples across tents, which multiply the closer you get to Arborong. Dung litters the paths, and it is clearly not all from yaks. Rattling coughs mix with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and Horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Various clan banners snap and whip in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Karlshus from Alio's Tales and Strand's banner from previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few Cragsman banners by their muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There is no mixing or unity. Old Atakan's people are here, you hear a woman from your caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. Priapus! Ah, yeah, you're right, Frankie. Thoroughly. Yeah, you're right. Fertility, typically you have fertility being related to the earth, right? And usually the earth is a more female deity, and the sky was usually more male. Think like Uranos and Gaia. Mother Earth, you always hear Mother Earth, so I think, yeah. Baal eventually took on the role of fertility god in ancient Middle Eastern. Okay, there's a few. Balal held that role after. Okay, there's a few. There's a few. It's interesting. It's not something you really hear very often, a comparison made in modern culture. Usually females are always associated with nurturing and fertility. Which makes sense in a way. I was just kind of surprised that in my head I had not ever heard of cultures where fertility gods were male. Because you would think that it wouldn't always be female. There's not really much of anything in human culture that's universally one way or another. Atakan's people are here. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. If you leave us, you are banished. Well, I don't think Alette would say that. I think it makes sense that everybody would want to check on family and friends that they know. If they see a banner here, they'd be like, oh my gosh, are they alive? I have to go find out. That seems totally reasonable. So I don't know if we would say stay together until we're behind Arborong's walls either, because that means that we're not letting them... I think we have to just let them choose. We can't really say bring them to us because we don't have enough freaking food for everybody. Let them choose, maybe. I think it's pretty reasonable. Many more are invited to rest around the warm fires with friends, taking their food with them. Your numbers dwindle. The idea of your solitary clan under the Skoger banner begins to gutter. Damn, that's a lot of clansmen. Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Arborong's walls. So people aren't allowed close to the city. This seems a lot like Borsgard. City on edge. People not trusting each other. I don't know that people were being actively kept out of Borsgard. That was probably more... what was the city where people were being kept out? That was way back in the first game. Okay, see you in a minute, Frankie. I can't remember. Yes, you're right, Ciara. She's all about family. I can't remember, in the very first game. It's one of the first cities that Alette and Rook visit. And there's a... people are not being let in. It's the city where you meet Ekil and Onef, maybe? I can't remember. Yes. That'd be a perfectly reasonable response, I think, Monochromium. What is this, you ask, confused by all you are taking in? That's the peaceful bit, an older fighter says near you. He looks the type who has seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls, and we can't kill them from here. The peaceful bit, that's a nice euphemism. But what's caused the fighting, you ask? The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sunderslayer, he says. Ooh, they know who I am. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. King's got food and protective walls. We're starving with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So, Arborong's at war? The man laughs a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly, he says. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the Varl and even dragged in some worthless horseborn. This fight's for survival. Winner lives, loser's gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria, and you leave, unsettled. We reached Arborong in 100 days. The ox are tended and tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor. Others look anxious to talk to various clans. The Varl's king's eyes scan the fields as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we'd better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. Ursa walks up and says, a word of warning. Troublemakers behind us. Some of the clans around here don't seem to like our horses and giants. I do have a pretty badass group, don't I? If you're too busy, I might try smoking them out myself. Ooh. This is gonna be one of those, you can only take one or the other, can't you? I think defending our food is obviously very important, but I feel like Hakon could do that himself. Going with Ursa to stop the troublemakers, I don't know that I trust Ursa to stop anything on her own. She might start a bigger fight. Set a bunch of people on fire. Investigate the standoff between the king and clans. That's obviously very important, but that could be done after we've done one or the other of these things. I think I'm going to go with Ursa. Let's see if we can't reason with them first, you tell Ursa. And if we can't, she asks. If we can't, you say, let your fire convince them. She smiles. Scathach has his weapon drawn and a few Varl are standing near him with shields up. Humans, in growing numbers, are hurling every sort of curse at them. What's going on here? Yeah, what's the problem? The problem is you brought a bunch of animals with you and you don't have them tied up properly, a man shouts. The fighters around him laugh, bark, and whip ropes in the air. You hear the Varl growling. Before you can calm the situation, the man says, the little girl and her pets need to learn a lesson, don't they? The fighters roar and charge you. Well, so much for words, huh? It's alright, we're gonna frickin' bring it. We've got Mogre, we don't have Hakon. Okay. Oh, and I guess we have to use Ursa, don't we? Gris, you do armor break. Maybe having Gris instead of Scathach. And I've already got Ursa, so I don't really need another archer. Guess it's the fire. Yep, you're right. Maybe Trigvi instead of Deirdre. Actually, no. That way. I want to promote anybody. What would it take? 7? And I could promote Alette to level 8. That's kind of nuts. Maybe Trigby? Or, God, Gunolf again? Nope, don't have enough. Let's do Ursa again. Or again. Not again. We barely ever do Ursa, but 4 points. Holy cannoli. Okay. Okay. Now. Ooh, I could do Trigby. No, keep. Although, if I win this fight, I'll get more renown, won't I? I was thinking keep some to maybe buy food if we can buy food from anybody. I think we only got 3 days left. What the hell? Use it. Hmm. 1 point. That face looks crazy. Yeah. Promote him again, even. Nope, we won't. Alright. We're ready, I think. If you're going to have a plus 10% 2x strength damage, you might as well take the plus 20 instead. Let's see what the battleground looks like. Oh! That's interesting. We're surrounded, of course. Holy shit, look at all the backbiters. 1, 2, 3, 4 backbiters. Spearmen. And 3 archers and a thrasher. This is tight confines right here. Hmm. Three armor break per for those dudes. Damn. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna kill those guys first. Chris, you're gonna go there. Trigby. Yes, I think you're right. I think Tempest will be useful. Trivia, I think you're gonna go there and try to take out one or both of these archers relatively quickly. Ursa. There. Maybe you can wreak some havoc with your fire attacks up on these guys. I'm gonna put you there. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hmm. This is gonna be... I gotta be really careful here. Just going for Trigby. Hmm. Okay, that's why I love all that armor that you've got, Mogre. No. Just do a regular attack and kill her. Hmm. Okay, you guys are going back to back here. Nice. Look out! Oh, damn it. He was within range, wasn't he? Shit. Sorry, Let. Should have made better use of you. Could just straight up kill that dude. Hmm. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go for this guy. Okay, that's fine. Gunolf. I can't make good use of you either, can I? Trigby's gonna take care of her. Gunolf, why don't you just kill this dude for now? Nice deflection, baby. Hmm. Oof, Mogre is taking it, man. He's absorbing a lot of damage up there. Tank that hit. I think you might just kill her, dude. Look out, Trigby! Ooh, damn. Now you're not gonna be able to kill her in one hit, are you? do that. Hmm. Like I can get around that. Oh, but he's not going to. Okay. I don't know why he didn't. Hmm. Have an idea. This is going to hit Mogre, I think, but I don't know if I care. Hmm. Okay, gun off. Hmm. Just go there. Okay, I'm going to try to get Mogre in range so that he can break some of this dude's armor. And likewise, Grizz. And the music's crazy right now. Oh, damn, Mogre's down. I didn't think about that. Alright, Trigby. Hang on, Ursa. Oh ho, really? That guy goes next. Then that guy. Alette will serve as the armor break that Mogre could not. Oh crap. Think she's going down? Nope, she's not going down. He's going after Gunnulf. That's just fine by me. Okay, Trigby, do this. Hang on a second, actually. Yeah. Oh shit, you can't. Fuck. Okay, fine. Damn, I was hoping he wouldn't be able to do enough, but he did. Well, we're going to win this fight pretty handily, but I'm kind of bummed out that we lost Mogre and Ursa to injury. Ursa was just barely injured. I think maybe she was only hurt for 1 day, probably. Not bad. The fighters fall, and others nod their approval of you defending your clan. You're tired and irritated as you shuffle back to the front of the caravan. Watch, all our food's gone. What? Where the fuck was this guy? I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Ruga says. He's talking like he's always been here. He tried to kill me. The kings shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he is supposed to. And they've chose me to lead that cause. Oh, great. He laughs at your incredulous look. I am just as surprised, but I need to talk to you in private. What? No way am I going to talk to this guy in private. He tried to kill me. You nod and the two of you enter a large empty tent. Kill this motherfucker. Can I just kill this motherfucker? The tent flaps close, leaving you and Ruga alone, both armed. Ruga says, no need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Yes. Let says, only when I think about how you betrayed us. Yeah, that's fair. Ruga says, then let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Let says, then talk quickly. I don't want to look at you longer than I have to. Ruga snorts his amusement. He says, I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. How do you know, dude? You've been with me up until like a week ago. I guess he's heard the scuttlebutt, huh? Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. Yes, you're right. If anybody was going to conduct a coup, this would be the time. Ruga says, the only thing he's said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Ruga closely while deciding what to say. How did you come to lead the clans? Yeah, that's the most important question. Ruga says, Borsgard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. Well, it says, and what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. Why should I believe you at all? He says, because you see all of these people gathered, do you think they're out here for fun? Well, it says, maybe. No, but maybe you don't know the full story. Yes, you did, Frankie, and I wish that we could do that. It's like, it's begging for it, isn't it? She's like, come on, grab me. I've got a handle and everything. Ruga says, if you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you'd let them in, unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, the people have a right to an answer, or the food they sent him, and Arborong's protection. Skills include being a scumbag and killing all opposition. All with only one hand, too. I have to give this guy credit. He's somehow... somebody's tried to hang him. This dude... People hate this dude. Somebody tried to hang him. Somebody took his hand. He's a survivor, apparently. So I wonder what he thinks that the king is hiding. Ruga says, I think you'd agree the food and walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. Does he plan to break down his walls? Ruga says, that's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the black wall? The hell's the black wall? He shakes his head. This war is unavoidable. Ruga says, probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too, the mighty Sunder Slayer and army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone not exactly threatening. Not exactly. You move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. Ah, rats. I really wanted to kill him. There's no go kill him option. Let's see who's hurt here, huh? One day, 3 days. That's not too bad. Oh, and upgrades. Let's wait. Let's wait. We got Hakon back. We didn't find out what happened with the food situation. We still have 3 food, so I'm guessing it went okay. Alio. Oh, market. Right. +1 all talent ranks. Wow. +3 armor. Wow. 20% chance to divert armor attacks. That's really good. It's also worth a ton. +2 drawing aggro, +2 armor, 2 strength resistance. God, we can reach a level 10. +2 movement, 2 strength resistance, +3 break. Wow, man. I keep saying wow, but that's ass kicking. Alright, I feel like we gotta spend some renown on food because we only have 3 days. Well, who knows? We'll do the meeting tent first. No sense in spending money on food if we're right at the end of the renown on food. If we're right at the end of the game. The king says he doesn't have enough food, but Ruga thinks he's got enough to feed all these clansmen. Something doesn't add up. I don't know that Ruga thinks he has enough food. I think he might believe that he doesn't have enough food. I think what he is thinking is there's some other reason that the king is not letting the people behind the walls, and being behind the walls on its own is good for defense, even if you don't have enough food. Like, I think Ruga's thinking the king should let us in for the defense, even if he doesn't have food. There's some other reason that he's not. Let's talk to Skathak first. Skathak and Deirdre pace nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Roek patrols around the two a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. It says, is everything okay? Skathak says, many mans, more than we know, live. Imagine that would be kind of a daunting feeling, wouldn't it? Shit, there's this many of these motherfuckers? You stop to look around at the thousands of tents in the fields and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. Well, it says, I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Deirdre says, maybe herd too big. So many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Skathak stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Deirdre before turning to you. Skathak says, Deirdre forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think big herd is right, we will think big herd is right. Well, it says, but what do you think is right, Skathak? The male horseborn looks up at Arborong for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. He says, I think big herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arborong. He says, small fields behind walls. You thank them for talking and offer them a few calming words before departing. what calming words would you say? Like, shh, 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 shh. Want an apple? Alio? Aleo? I don't know how to pronounce your name, dude. The Skald is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. Alio says, "We've come all this way for war." That says, "With luck, I might change their minds." Dude, I've never seen your ponytail before. That's awful. You gotta cut that thing off. Tribal, sure. Clan, fine. That's hideous, though, under any circumstances. Alio says, "And be the reed that would stop the wind." Offer them a salt lick. Yeah, you're right, Publican. That would be very calming. I wonder if they wouldn't just kick it over in disgust. That says, "You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you?" Alio says, "Of course. Plenty before us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think our lives are unique." That says, "And if peace is not an option, is there a Skald song for that?" Alio says, "Plenty. But I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here, like they don't deserve the same protection as others." Alio's words flood your thoughts as you walk away. Yeah, honestly, Alio's feelings on the matter seem to align most closely with what I imagine Alette's feelings would be. Keep the families together, protect those who can't protect themselves, etc. Even at the cost of there's not enough food in there, they'd be overcrowded, we're going to be destroyed by the dredge or that giant nothingness anyway. Let's persevere while we are still alive, you know. Be who we are. Let's not betray who we let's not betray our principles. There we go. Oh boy, what crazy shit's Trigby got to say. The former cragsman is trying to lure something out of a hole with a small piece of dried meat on a string. I did not know Trigby was a cragsman until just now. Or maybe they told us and I forgot. That makes sense, though. He leaves it dangling by his side while standing to talk. Alette says, "It looks like you're keeping busy." Trigby says, "I'm playing fox and hare with a vole." "Do you think foxes ever play Trigby and vole?" Alette says, "No." She doesn't have patience for this. Trigby looks disappointed. Alette says, "Do you have any ideas on how to keep two groups from killing each other? Any powders or relics or crazy schemes?" He reaches into his tunic and grabs something, pauses, releases whatever it is, and shakes his head. Trigby says, "People kill each other every day. Just enjoy the show." Alette says, "But if it comes to war, I don't think either side will leave us out of it." Trigby thinks about what you are saying, tapping a fingernail against his teeth. He looks at his finger, sneers, and spits. Trigby says, "Killing kings requires a lot of lives. It's just as easy to kill clansmen instead. Either way, some will praise you and others will throw dung at your face. Or you could collect all the dung in a giant hill, stand on top of it, and be your own king." As you watch him crouch back down to the hole, you wonder what possessed you to speak to him. I think he's making a point, though, which is you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and what's the point? Like, even if you win, you're king of a bunch of shit, right? Even if you win, there's still the world ending all around you, so what's the point? Not quite fatalism, I don't think, but more like just remember where you are here. Like, let's remember the bigger picture. Alright, well, we're not doing training. Our heroes are fine. We can't seem to camp. Our heroes are injured, actually, but we can't seem to camp. And we're not going to spend any renown at the market. Maybe we should... what the hell? Let's just do the meeting tent. I am the Lizard Queen. That's one of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons, by the way. Duff beer for me, duff beer for you. Before you head towards the large tent, Oldleaf stops you. "Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there?" Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a distant man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules. You're right, I should see to a few things first. What? I think I saw to everything I could see to. Prepare wherever the king clans decide. If I say this, is there something else I need to do? Odd smiles and says, when you're ready to head out there, just be careful. I'll be here with the rest of the clan if you need me. No, okay. I thought maybe there was an option that would come up. I see. Point of no return. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we can do in the next 17 minutes. Voices coming from under the tent are loud. Animated. Ludin's father! You can see the resemblance. King Meinolf. He was under your watch, Varl. My son, my heir, was with you and died. That's right. Ludin died outside the town where all the Horseborn and Dredge were attacking at the same time. Ooh, chicken's coming home to roost right here. And it's kind of sort of a let's fall, not really a let's fault, but she did let him go off with, what's that one dude who also died later. Under mysterious circumstances, was Ludin killed. Yes, very bad note. Hakon says, he fell in battle. A braver death than... King Meinolf says, I don't care about bravery. I care about my son. The king's eyes flash in your direction. King Meinolf says, who in the depths is this? Alette says, greeting, King Meinolf. My name is Alette, and I'm from Skoker. You should have led with, I killed a Sunder. That's, come on, Alette. A little more, bombast would be called for against this guy, I think. King Meinolf says, and why shouldn't I have you and all your Feyn clansmen killed right now? What the hell, dude? What are you talking about? Alette says, I realize you're upset about Lud. King Meinolf says, you have no idea what I'm feeling. Have you ever lost a son? Alette says, no, but I lost my father at the Battle of Borsgard. I'm sorry about Ludin. King Meinolf slumps a bit. King Meinolf says, apologies won't bring him back. I loved that boy. Damn it. Well, he was kind of a punk, dude. He glares at Hakon. He says, there was a time I'd have gladly invited Varl into my great hall, day or night, but not now. Alette says, but Hakon and the other Varl. King Meinolf says, I don't care. He really likes to interrupt people. He's a king, all right. King Meinolf's fury is directed squarely at Hakon. King Meinolf says, did Jorundr... Jorundr was the former king. Did Jorundr's Kender die while he was a ward of the human kingdom? No. But my son's safety was entrusted to you, Varl, and now he's gone. Try to make eye contact with Hakon, but he's looking at the ground in shame. King Meinolf says, maybe I'll grant the humans you traveled with access to Arborong's protection. The king finally looks at you. Tell me, girl, he says, why are you leading an entire caravan of humans and horseborn? Why didn't one of the men take point? Because go fuck yourself, that's why. Ooh, I could get saucy with him. Because I'm a Sunder Slayer. Tell me why I shouldn't join these clans in fighting you. I won't turn my back on the Varl over Ludin's death. Oh man, there's a lot I want to say here. I want to say my name's Alette, you asshole. I want to boast about slaying a Sunder, because that's no small feat, and I think he owes me a little bit more respect than he's giving me. Yeah, we do know where Ludin got his attitude from, don't we? I don't want to threaten him, but I do want to support Hakon here. So I want to say 2, 3, and 5, but I get the feeling... because Ludin sucked, you asshole. Always the most straightforward publican. I feel like I won't be able to say more than one of these. I want to say 2, then 5, then 3. Well, let's start. Maybe we'll get the chance to say more than one. My name's Alette, jerk. He says, and what difference does that make? Well, it says, the difference between me showing you respect or not. Ooh, good one, Alette. Don't try to make me feel small by calling me girl or child. King Menelf says, but you are a... It says, I'm the clan leader of Skogar, and I've fought to save every one of my clansmen. That is why they follow me. King stares at you and finally nods. He says, I can see the resolve in your eyes. You've seen things beyond your years. Unfortunately, it doesn't change how many Arborong can support. Only now do you see Ruga and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guards look concerned. Ah, maybe the king doesn't trust Ruga either. That'd be good. Ooh. So I didn't get to stand side by side with Hakon, unfortunately. Ruga. Meinolf. I should have killed you when I had the chance. He had the chance? You tried, remember? Oh, Canary's here. Metro! Hey, welcome, dude. You made it in the last 15 minutes. Good work, dude. Good to see you. Ruga says, did the Sunder Slayer convince you to open your gates to your people? King Meinolf says, you will never enter my gates again. He says, I'd hoped you died in Borsgard. How is it you've come to speak for all of these clans? Ruga says, the people you've turned your back on, seems they needed a leader they could trust. Yeah, a leader who tries to stab anybody else in the back as soon as it becomes convenient. Bastard. King Meinolf says, again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed? Ruga says, the only fool here is the outnumbered king, believing he still has a say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside. Oof. Rumors of dredge. Yeah, we need the walls for the dredge, but really the biggest existential issue here is that the world is ending. That's a bigger deal, I think. If we're gonna figure out what the... No, you know what? Hang on. I was just about to say if we're gonna figure out what the hell's going on, but we can't stop it. We can't stop the war ending. The only way we can do that is if Juno and Avend are able to do it. We don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna try to figure it out, so we think. So maybe the darkness isn't the biggest threat for us. Maybe the dredge is the biggest threat. Or at least the threat that we can actually do something about if we work together. Yes, you're right, Publican. These two do deserve each other. We should just leave them out here while they talk and go take all of Alette's clan inside. Monochromia. Yeah. The dredge is... it's not the biggest threat, but it's the one that we can actually do something about. Well, it says, and when you two wear each other down, who's left if the dredge attack? If, I think you mean when. Ruga says, Meinolf doesn't know the first thing about fighting dredge. He's been insulated too long. Oh, and you do? Mr. I run and hide as soon as my number's called. King Meinolf says, I earn my throne by strength, Ruga. I can demonstrate on you how I'd handle dredge. Ruga says, and what? Failed to kill me again? Oh, must have been that's where he got the hanging scar, huh? Ruga says, Alette, look at your people out there. Our people. Oh, none of this our people shit, dude. They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from safety after all this way. King Meinolf says, she doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Alette. A place inside the walls this Feyan man and those Varl will never be allowed again. Oh. If you're not bringing the Varl, then no deal, dude. Hakon says, that's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. Tell him, Hakon. King Meinolf says, you're already dead to me, giant. You and the paltry few of your kind that are left. Hakon growls and flexes his grip on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. You know what Hakon can do, you guys? Hakon can do a Tempest and just take off both their heads in one swing. That'd be awesome. Just whoosh. 2 heads drop to the floor. Plunk, plunk. And we all march inside the gate. Bring everybody with us. No deal, let's go find Bulwark. Yeah, we'll have a better chance with the grumpy old grouch. Oh, shit. These are my only options? My banner, my people are my only concern. Yes, if that also includes the Varl and Horseborn under my banner. But I don't think that that includes that because the king said that the Varl won't be allowed in. Or, I admit that Ruga's right. I don't think that he's right, but at least if I say this... Okay. So here's the thing. Ruga is the leader of a group of people that I want to protect. I don't care 2 shits about Ruga. In fact, I wish he was dead. But the people that he's leading, I don't wish any harm on. So, even though I don't actually think Ruga's right, I think I will side with him here with the understanding that I would say this for sure if I knew that it also included the Horseborn and Varl, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So I'm not going to say that. I don't want to turn my back on Hakon. So I have to say, look, I'm not saying that Ruga's right. I'm saying too many people are going to die. We have to work together. If that means we have to get rid of the king, then that's what that means. Ruga says, "You see, Meinholf? She knows how the game works. Now," the former governor's eyes look full of mischief. Uh-oh. What? Let's journey, renown +5. Achievement unlocked. Okay. Something about completing her journey. Ruga blows a long single blast into a war horn. Oh shit. You look back and see all his forces charging the wall. Your clan, both humans and Varl, join the charge. Shit. Without warning, Ruga pulls his cloak pin dagger and lunges at King Meinholf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Oh, just kill this motherfucker, please. He did it again. Before anyone can react, Ruga slinks behind his fighters. Once again, he just slinks off and escapes to live another day, who are charging past you towards King Meinolf. I hate Ruga's methods, Hakon says, but we have to get our people in those walls. You two rush the king and his fighters, joining the chaos of war. Oh, shit. So Ruga's an asshole, and he got away. And now apparently we're fighting against King Meinolf. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with fighting King Meinolf. I really just want to kill Ruga though, and I did not agree with him at all, but I didn't really have an option there. Canary. Oh, what do you do? Horseborn spears her target and pins him to the ground, dealing damage and inhibiting movement. Reduces movement by 2, 3, or 4 tiles. Poison tip, that's a good one. Free roam. It's a bit late in the game to be throwing a new party member in and just to see how she is. I'm kind of loath to do that. But I also want to see what she can do. There's a part of me that just wants to see what she can do. I'm going to put her in. I don't like that Mogur's injured, but his biggest issue is his armor, not so much his strength. As long as he's got lots of armor, he'll be okay for a while. Maybe Scathach in front of Trigby. Canary, you could take... Yeah, sure, what the hell, you're level 8. Ooh, I could promote Alette again. I don't think I have enough. 19. Well, let's promote who we can, because we have... we can't promote anybody that's in our party. Hakon and Godolpher need one more renown for it. Where's Ursa? Hold it, where did Ursa go? She's not an option anymore. Okay, well, just like last time, we're going to end here right before we start a fight. This is proving to be very interesting, this end game here. I imagine that this... here's how I'm feeling this is going to go. I feel like there's going to be this fight. Then there'll probably be some kind of face-off with the Dredge, unless that comes at the beginning of the next game. And then we'll probably flip over to Bulwark and see his end game, where he probably meets up with Juno and Avend and Ivor. That's my guess. But I'm interested to see what happens here. Ursa was Ludin's bodyguard. Was she? She was with Hakon's group. Yeah, I guess you're right. She was... Oh, shit. We're probably fighting Ursa. Maybe. You're probably right, Monochromium. Yep, we're going to have a cliffhanger this week, Ciara. Same as last week. Hard to not have a cliffhanger in this game, given the crazy twists and turns that it takes. Also, guys, think about this for next week. As I think we're approaching the end of the game, maybe we'll finish it next week, I don't know. But think about, because Banner Saga 3 has not been released yet, and I don't think it's going to be released for at least a few months. So we'll have to find another game to stream after Morrowind. So think about what you'd like to see me stream after we're done with Banner Saga 2, and bring your suggestions next week. And I'll take them under advisement. I have something in mind, but I'm not... If you guys have a better idea, I will go with it. I'll tell you what my idea is next week. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming out this evening. I appreciate it. Glad you were able to hang out. Thanks for making it, even if it was at the last minute, Metro. Publican, Monochromium, Ciara, Fletch. I think Fletch is gone already. Walter. Any options? Yeah, any ideas that you have. I can always download it, purchase it and download it if I don't have it, if you think it'd be a particularly good game. Frankie. Not sure if Frankie's still around. Who else? Who else was here? Oh, Professor Armitage, I think. I'm pretty sure he left after Morrowind was over, but he was very helpful. Yeah, we had a good group. I'm glad I got to see everybody, or at least, chat with you. And join me next week. It'll be the first stream of the new year. So Happy New Year, everyone. I will see you then. Take care.